What's up, guys? Axis and Alloys back here. We got another video I haven't uploaded in a while, so I thought this would be a nice way to get back up into a sequence of uploads. Right here I have, let's get the box. Axis and Allies Europe. This is commonly referred to as Classic Europe, Original Europe. It was released in, I believe, 2001. I know I'm incorrect on that, and I'll probably look that up later, so I can get my facts right. But I've had this for a year or two, a couple years. I might have released a video on it once or twice. I don't think so, though. This might be my first upload on it. And this is before Global and the 2017 anniversary edition. We have placements. Unit costs are all different. We have three allied powers. We have the United Kingdom, which is in like a green and tan. Soviets, and then United States. This is really interesting because Germany starts off really strong, but then later in the game loses their advantage and needs to work quickly into the Soviet Union. But there's a lot of room here for the Soviets to kind of back off on, and there's a couple known exploits, if you will. There's a couple unique rules. For instance, the Great Soviet Patriotic War. Any Allied plane or land unit, I don't know if it applies to sea units, but they don't really matter. Any Allied plane or land unit that comes into a Soviet territory, that's either the light purple or the red, any one of those, on the Soviets' turn, they can then become a Soviet unit. So UK can ship fighters over to Soviet Union, and then they can become Soviet fighters, and the Soviets can use them. United States starts off pretty weak, but they make a lot of money off of these convoy zones. They make 10 off of the convoy zones. And so a German sub can simply just one in, and that takes away 3. And it has to be cleared, I believe, of a British ship. I don't believe you can go, like, you can do this, and then on the next turn, and a British ship has to physically come and take those back. It's an interesting Africa component down here, with the British not really being able to place anything in the Germans, kind of, but they gotta focus on Russia. I know, friend and I, we would house rule Italy and make an Italy-controlled power. And those were some interesting things. One issue we had was that they could can open into Russia. So if you put them between, between one, a couple nations or whatever, then they could attack. Then it comes time for Germany's turn, and they can easily just take out and sweep through Russia. But it's an interesting game. I know a couple other YouTubers have posted on this. I would love to do something with them. I don't know whether YouTube War would be kind of a long game, but still be very fun. I'd like to do that with one of them. But for now, I'll just be posting this solo game. I'm still deciding whether I want to do one big long chunk, one, long 30-minute video, 20-minute video, or if I want to do a daily kind of round. So I'm still deciding between that, but if this is when you're hearing from me, this will be at the end of round 1. Yeah. So this is Axis and Alloys, and I will see you at the end of round 1. What's up, guys? Axis and Alloys here. We just finished round 1 of some Axis and Allies Europe Classic. Round 1 is in the books, so we got some interesting stuff happening. We'll break it down. First up, we had Germany. German Reich took out the majority of British naval vessels and secured all but 2 of the convoy zones on the board. The convoy zones don't earn anything for Germany, but they take away Allied income, which is very valuable for the Germans. So we just had the one down near the South Atlantic that didn't get taken. British boats near Canada, United States boats, and all the boats in here. Germans lost some subs and a plane or 2, but that's about it. Germans have consolidated strength down in Libya, getting ready to attack into the Middle East and the oil fields. They left the one guy in Morocco and built a sub in the Tyrrhenian Sea. German buildup along the Soviet border. It's a common strategy for the Germans. You either go and attack on the first turn, or you build up for the second turn side. The Germans in this game decided to build up. The Soviets pulled back, except in Ukraine. I've noticed I personally defend Ukraine because that's right next to Stalingrad, and you don't want to give the German, you want to slowly give up land, so that way your allies can come and help you. But right now, the Atlantic does not look very Allied friendly. Soviets moved their guy down to Syria this time. Did nothing with the boats up top. Brits tried taking back one of their convoy zones, but they lost their destroyer. As Germany, I built a second anti-air gun, and so that prompted Brits to move their bomber down to Malta to build another bomber and to consolidate their strength, pull back into Palestine, Transjordan. Looks like some bombing runs in northern Italy. In this game, the strategic bombing runs just take out the income. Canada looking quiet, and then the United States is contesting the German subs. So if on the next turn, German subs can make a choice whether they want to attack or retreat. But right now, the Germans are looking in a decent position right now. Did pretty good in their battles. This is what the defense and attack battle board looks like for this game. So some of the values are going to be a little off compared to classic Axis and Allies. But again, this is Axis and Allies in Europe, so this is going to be a different game. And then right here we just have our national production. So we have UK down substantially, US down 10. Soviets haven't lost anything. And we got the money over here. So this is some Axis and Allies in Europe. This is Axis and Allies signing off. We will see you at the end of round 2.